This code gave us a matrix 6 by 7 as output, which contained all 0 values, and when I try to input or replace a 0 value, it drops it down to the column and changes it with NaN, because X is a string and that can not be run right now. For example, if I run yes and enter column number, it runs NaN, not X, which I wanted. So this is the next code, in which this is the increment I have done on that code. This represents two players playing the game. Not a game yet, but basically what this will try to represent is a matrix of 6 by 7 getting drawn, which is x equals 0, 6, 7, and then I'm going to display x. Now what I've done new is taken row and column. I have defined row as 6 when I've taken size x equals row, and column as 7, col as 7 when I've taken size x equals col. So for player 1, I ask him if he wants to play or not. Input, do you want to play the game? Yes or no? String. It's a string. That's why we use S, because it's a string. If contains play or not, yes. The if contains statement, what it does is checks if the string yes is inside play or not. Yeah, that's what it does. Then while true, if player equals 1. This means that while this statement is true, if player equals 1, column is equal to input number, the column number is asked from the first player. Then else if player 2, then it comes to player 2 and the column number is asked from player 2. So I'll just run this. Run selection. CLC is the statement that clears the command window. When I input yes, and it asks me for the column number, I put 1. So it has incremented 1 on the first position of the column. Now this is for the second player. Now that I have entered it for the second player, I used column 2, so it has represented 2 at the second column. Now if I go back to column 1, if I enter column 1, it has used up the second non numbered value. For example, this was 0, the second value was 0, and it was the only empty one after the first 0, which was already covered by 1. So the second row of the first column has been incremented with 1. Yeah, so this is what the code does. If I enter column 3 for the second player, it will show a 2 there. So this is the basic understanding of plot4, not yet run.